In the ancient text, Srimad Bhagavatam, there's this incredible paradox. It's a real mind-bender that kind of challenges everything we think we know about existence. Thinkers have been chewing on this puzzle for centuries, and today, we're going to see if we can crack it.
So here's the question at the heart of it all. How can something be fully present inside every single thing that exists, but at the exact same time be completely separate and outside of it all? Let's dive in and unpack this.
All right, the secret to solving this whole thing comes down to understanding two totally different ways of being. There's being tied to something, and then there's being completely and totally independent from it.
Now, the concept we really need to get our heads around is this Sanskrit term Atma Tantra. It means being fully, absolutely, 100% independent and self-governed. This idea of complete freedom, well, that's the key that unlocks the whole paradox. Okay, so let's break this down. You can see here there are two totally different kinds of presence. On the left, you've got the conditioned soul. Basically, that's you and me. We're in a body because of karma, right? We're bound by its limitations. But then on the right, you have the super soul, the Lord. Now, he also enters every body. But, and this is the huge difference, he does it completely by his own choice. He's always independent, always the one in control.
So, what's the Lord actually doing in there? Well, he's not getting tangled up in our karma, that's for sure. Instead, he's there as a quiet witness, as the one who gives permission for our actions, and as a guide from within. The crucial part, he is never, ever entangled in the day-to-day drama. It's kind of like a king visiting a prison. He's physically there, but he's definitely not a prisoner.
I know, this all might still sound a bit abstract, but don't worry, because the ancient wisdom gives us this beautiful, really intuitive analogy that makes the whole concept crystal clear. We're going to talk about the sun and its reflections.
So we'll walk through this in 4 simple steps, and you'll see exactly how something can be both inside and outside of everything at the very same time.
Okay, step 1. Just picture one sun in the sky. It's singular, right? There's only one, but its reflection can pop up in millions of different places, in pots of water, in lakes, in puddles, you name it. The multiplicity, the fact that there seem to be many suns, isn't a property of the sun itself. It's because of all the different things reflecting it. In the same way, the Lord is one, but his presence is manifested everywhere.
Now, this is a really important point. Let's say the water in one of those pots is muddy, or maybe it's shaking. The reflection is going to look all distorted and unstable, right? But does that change the actual sun shining up in the sky? Not one bit. And it's the same with us. A person's state of mind, whether it's pure or disturbed, only changes their perception of the divine presence within them. The Lord himself remains completely untouched, completely unaffected.
So what happens if we take it a step further? What if we just go ahead and smash all those water pots? Poof, the reflections are gone. But the sun, it just keeps on shining, totally independent. This is a perfect illustration of Atma Tantraha. The Lord's existence doesn't depend on the material world or any of us in it, not at all. And this is where it all comes together beautifully. The sun is in the water as a reflection. It's present, it's right there. But at the very same moment, the real sun is millions of miles away in the sky. It's transcendent, totally beyond it. So you see, it's both here and there, inside and outside, without any contradiction.
So, what's the big takeaway from this really powerful analogy? It basically boils down this deep spiritual truth into a few clear insights about the nature of the Supreme. First off, it confirms that the Lord's presence inside every atom and inside every one of our hearts is absolutely real. It's not just some nice symbol or a metaphor. He is truly there.
And at the exact same time, it shows us that he remains completely separate, untouched, existing in his own reality way beyond this material world. Both things are true at the same time. So let's recap the key insights. His presence within us is real. His independence from everything is absolute. And ultimately, his nature is described as inconceivable, which just means it operates on a level that our everyday material logic can't quite grasp. Once we get that, we can finally see how those two truths, inside and outside, aren't contradictory at all. They're just two sides of the same divine reality.
And what this all means is that he is, somehow, at the same time, nearer than the nearest thing to us.
And that's how we solve the paradox. The Lord is nearer than the nearest. Right there is the supersoul within your own heart. And simultaneously, he is greater than the greatest, existing beyond the entire cosmos.
And that leaves us with one final thought to really chew on.
If this incredible divine presence is both intimately close to us, right here inside, and at the same time infinitely far beyond us, how does that change the way we see ourselves, each other, and the world around us? Something to think about.